All right. Short video, but it says a lot. I mean, there's a lot to be said on this disease. And these two videos kind of hit home a lot with me because it really, as a man, obviously, you're standing in front of, obviously, a group of women, and what makes me credible to talk about such a disease that traditionally affects mostly women. Well, unless that woman is your mother. My mother was diagnosed with breast cancer about 16 years ago. When you prepare for talks, I've talked on breast cancer quite a few times, and it's always funny. You do the research, you look into the disease, and what you tend to forget about is, I lived with this disease with my mother. And you start to look at, the research matters when you talk about this. It surely is good to tell you these stats and tell you how important it is to know, to be aware, the prevention, which we're going to talk about today. But when you start to think about the lifestyle and how it affects women, that's really where it hits home. And my quick story is I was a senior in college, my summer of graduation. You get that call. And my mom, you have to understand something about my mom. Back then, the awareness of breast cancer was on the rise, but not surely the way it is right now. We knew about the disease, it was there. We had the tools to support women doing it, but it wasn't comfortable talking about it. Now, my mom had 9 children, so she was not immune to pain, especially most of them were boys. And so when she had pain and discomfort in her breast, she looked through it, and she looked through it, too long. My mother probably, from a stat, should have died. She waited too long. She had stage 3 breast cancer that went into her lymph nodes. And so I'm in college, I get the call. What I didn't know is that my mom already had gone to the doctor, so the call was about to say the test is positive. So came home that summer, and then the radiation and the chemo and the radical mastectomy began. That story just provided me with the education, obviously, I didn't want, but it provided me with the knowledge base of learning more about a disease as a man. Because as a trainer and as a therapist, it allowed me to work with women who were affected with this disease post. Because we still didn't know what to do with them after their surgery. We didn't know what to do with them once they were finished with treatment. And we surely know now that they live very healthy, long lives. The key to this talk in this short period of time is awareness. As my mother stands here alive and kicking today, she's there by the grace of God, I can tell you, because she wasn't aware, and she surely wasn't, women have weird intuition with their bodies, and my mom knew. For 90 days, roughly 3 months, she knew something was wrong. We know now when something's wrong, we have to go in and get checked. So what this quick presentation is about is to now looking at this. Now, if anyone in here has had or knows somebody who's had breast cancer, can I just see a raise of hands? Anybody?